Good morning, you guys. I'm going to go over the most missed questions from yesterday for the adding and subtracting decimals, and then I'll do another short video on slope. And I miss you guys. I would much rather be doing this face-to-face. Okay, number 2 was the most missed, one of the most missed. When we're adding decimals, remember we always line our decimals up. So since I have 3 numbers, I'm going to go ahead and put the 3 decimals there. My line and my answer will have the decimal in the same row, straight in a row. So I'm going to put 14.693 here. This is probably why it was missed. 2 doesn't have a decimal. When a number doesn't have a decimal, we always put it behind. So it would look like this over here. And then 0.07. Now it's up to you. The video talked about this, whether you go ahead and add zeros in or not. It's up to you. You can go ahead and put 1, 2, 3 zeros here and 1 0 here. And now we are ready to add up. 3 plus 0 is 3. 9 plus 7 is 16, carry my 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. 4 plus 2 is 6, and 16. So I have 16.763, and I have a nosy little dog. Hey, Bentley. She said I haven't fed her for breakfast. She doesn't like this homeschool because I don't get out early, and she doesn't get her breakfast early. Okay, next one, 15.4 minus 0.099. So once again, I'm going to line my decimals up. 15.4 is going to go here. 999 is going to go there. And now I have to add zeros. Up here, it was optional when you're adding, but when you're subtracting, it's mandatory you add those zeros. So I'm going to go ahead and put those 2 zeros there, and now I'm ready to do my math. So I have 0 minus 9 I can't do, so I come over here and borrow, nothing there. So I'm going to come to the 4 and make that a 3, make this a 9, and this a 10, just like in whole numbers. 10 minus 9 is 1, 9 minus 9 is 0, 3 minus 9 I can't do, so I come over here and borrow, make that a 4, and that a 13. 13 minus 9 is 4, and then I can bring down my 14, and that's my answer to number 5. Now, number 6, this is probably a question you might see on the GED. It might give you one like this. So Susan has a checking account, and at the moment her balance is $453. She writes a check for $25.17, so I need to subtract. So I'm going to borrow from here, make that 13. I get 6. Can't do it, so I'm going to borrow. 10 minus 1 is 9. 2 I can't do, so I'm going to borrow. 12 minus 5 is 7. 4 minus 2 is 2. And 4. Now she writes another check. So once again, we're going to subtract. Our decimals are lined up. So I've got to borrow. That makes that 8. And that's 16. That's 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. Can't do, so I'm going to borrow. Making that 17. That's 8. That's 8. And 4 minus, oops, I forgot to borrow from there, didn't I? That makes that 2. Now, this is where I think the problem happened. She deposited money. When she deposits money, you add. So I have to come over here and add the $64.55. And I think that's why some of you missed it, the word deposit. That's an addition. So I get 13, carry my 1. I get 13, carry my 1. I get 13, carry my 1. I get 15, and I get 353. So she has $353.33 in her account at the end of the day. Don't forget to do the lesson on multiplication. Just a real quick sneak preview. The lesson today is on multiplication of decimals. When you multiply decimals, you do not line the decimals up. You do opposite. You line the numbers up. For instance, if I have 321 times 2, would I write it like this? I'm hoping you're all saying, no way. No, we would not write it like that. I'm trying to find pens that work. It's just like at school. None of my pens work. No, we would not write it like that. We would write it like this, 321 times 2. We would line our 1 and our 2 up. Well, it's the exact same thing with decimals. Let's say that I had a decimal here and a decimal here. I would still write it the way we did. Let me go ahead and put my decimal here and my decimal here. Notice when you multiply, you do not line your decimals up, you line your back number up. Now I'm ready to multiply. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. To determine where the decimal goes, I count from the back how many numbers I go around to get to the decimal. So I go around 1 number, 2 numbers. So I went around 2 numbers to get to the decimal here. From here to the decimal, I went around 1. So I went around 2 plus 1, I went around 3 numbers. So I need to go around 1 number, 2 numbers, 3 numbers in my answer. And that would be my answer. More properly, it would be written with a 0 in front, 0.642. Watch the whole video that I have up on Teams, but that's just a little sneak preview.